Worrying about retirement is a baby boomer problem, right?
Yes,
well, not anymore. A new study from Pew Research has some startling predictions for Gen Xers. They may never be able to retire. Barbara Walker-Green with PersonalWealthAdvisor.com is here to talk about how Gen Xers can change those terrible odds. That sounds terrible, beyond terrible.
Doesn't it?
Let's first of all tell people who are these Gen Xers anyway.
Gen Xers are individuals between the age of 38 to 47. And those individuals, that Pew study has shown that those individuals have not fared very well in the financial aspect of what's going on since the recession.
So what happens here? I mean, saying that you're never going to be able to retire is a little overwhelming.
Yes, it is, and that's a little drastic. It is a little bit drastic, but they do face some challenges there because many of them are not prepared. They have not saved properly, and many of them are not even homeowners, so they can't even rely upon home equity. So they definitely have some unique challenges.
Does the study show that they're also in debt?
More in debt than anyone. The boomers had about 28% debt. Lost 28% of their net worth during the recession. Xers lost over almost half, 45% or more of their net worth. And a lot of it has to do with the amount of debt they carried, over $80,000 on average.
Let's talk about what other problems are. We see right here we've got $80,000 in debt, then you've also got unreliable Social Security benefits.
Yes, if Social Security is around for Generation Xers, one of the realities of that is they have to wait longer to be able to start from 65 up to 67 for Generation Xers.
Also, medical care has gotten so good that the life expectancy is going up. Well, that's great, but it also means that we have to stretch those dollars for a lot longer later in life when we really aren't in a shape where we can work.
Yes, I always say, you know, the good news is we're living longer. The bad news is we're living longer. So those assets have to last longer, and unfortunately, they're just not prepared, most Generation Xers.
Job security is a little iffy, too, for a lot of these folks.
Yes, they are, because a lot of boomers are staying in the workplace a lot longer.
Let's talk about what we can do. We need to make a plan.
Yes. Number one is the plan. Plan, and stick to it. You must seek financial advice, put a plan in place, and stick to it.
401k is a good idea?
401ks are good up to a matching point, but I would say also look outside of that, because one of the main things, the concerns of individuals, is running out of money. So you want to make sure you have a way to produce guaranteed income. And that's one of the things we counsel our clients all the time, how to produce that guaranteed income.
And you say you need to save your money. You do not need to touch that 401k for any reason. You've got to factor in inflation and consider health care. That is a huge cost later in life.
Yes, for a couple, they can spend up to $250,000 on health care costs in retirement if they don't plan properly. And I have a calculator on my website, PersonalWealthAdvisor.com, that can help individuals determine if they're saving enough for retirement. You must know your number.
I have taken you up on that, and I've used it before, and it is an incredible tool, so I'm glad you're sharing it with our viewers. Good to talk to you, Barbara. Keep up the good work of keeping us in shape, and just for all you Gen Yers out here who think you might be safe, Generation Y are even more trouble, she tells me.
Yes.
Sorry.